ki khubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Frank Motors. Kamon ban long Khlur, ringkat bat kaman ba Shongkhia. Ka Shong ha ka Jinglong scam, bat Jingjit bastard jongi. Ka Tata Harrier, ka Kali ka ban San ya ka Lintia Jongpi, ka La ban long ka Jongpi Minta. Book ya ka Tata Harrier ha Frank Motors, lat korngi, leni phone hau number hinyo not sausan ar, not hinyo khandai hinyo lai. Ka Omni Winter Beach Festival, haka khat ar bat khat lai 3 January ar hajar ar pusau, hadangar balat East Khasi Hills District.
So the torch will be handed to Bening Star Langkoi, the star athlete. He will take the torch all the way till Tura as So all the best, Bening. You have a long journey.
Ubah Khlur warjri bade Menteri Sarkar bape ya ketanat Ïakop minta kesengi ka khandai tri ukalaling kon ula kawe ya kalama joga jing sedang ka jingra ya ka Dongmusa na kawe ka district sya kawe pan sya ka 5th Meghalaya Games araja arpusau ka banlong nadu ka khatsantrik hadu arphautrik kalaling kon Tura West Garo Hills district. Ubah Khlur ula IT ya ka ni ka Dongmusa hamadan SSA Stadium hapadeng ka jingadon ringkat kinongkit kam ka MSOA ki officer ketanat Ïakop bak kirang ki the Ïakop na ki district baper. Ya kini ka Dongmusa la IT barra ada orang Ïakop Mareh bapau nam ke jela uba bining starling khoi ubale khor ya bontli kita kema ni kilumpung Ïakop hajela hari bat shabari rukumjo uba bining star on Pynpoi ya kini ka Dongmusa jong ke lumpung Ïakop sya kamadan Ïakop Tura kini kelumpung kan sedang daga opening ceremony haka khasantrik kelaling kot bat on plieka daga presiden keri ka Draupadi Murmu.
Sadi sekarang ni ada nak stage ke bawah ni lah ada lebih baru kecil kam. Te nak try setengah adu suara arteri ada baru kecil kam nak kita pikir ketika Meghalaya Games.
Kamu di artis baru Meghalaya.
Total bad key officials bad key ini lah perlu layar jartam. Na baru kau ikan jalan, na baru kita repair ni lah perlu layar jartam. Kita ikut penkre wilayah sakamat mengong ipi baru hi kidang don kibangi lapha ban repair kidon kibat mai te kajing penkre na gomtaka ki venue kimadan ki wilayah sakamat sasa ka next ngim pat dry in the depth sa kani tingin sa banang song banang pet hangungin pelong ya ka next Meghalaya Games persang hadu mentai gitu dengan try hadu suang arten mengong ipi min salam penita dekat ya sakamat sasa ni boleh tuli kau ini nak than baru kau nak si kau nak sekan jadi kelaya keladon ke stage ke bala sakamat ha entah kini ki kena 12 ajit kita ngon apa dengka jingsa hikai kita training ke dari ke ni an kita jumpi ketu kandang yak hang ni mentam-ta tengam don ke you
Kumba kadang
kita kendai GI kita ke expert ke one for Australia. Kadon ke team ke entire team di tang kita kidon ki coaches naga jela jung iru ki don hak jing trailang kalum ke team kaba ki ai ke training gidi kena. Ki kajing ai training ka ye ingba kini ki expert ki wana saba. Ni german kaba ki ai training ka juga por ki coach ru jung iru yo jing kai ki bobon. Tenre nak liang ka jungiru kadon kadang don ka jing perkhat ya ka ba mentang ding don peding ka jing ya penbej ba liat se nak liang ka jungi ni ko abangin pha pan ki ko jungi sabar bakin yo ki training ki baper bakin layo kita ki training pada kin wan sepo jela ka jungi ya ka bakin la ban ai training pada ki kun sam lagi jungi te haka iya ka mentang ding don peding ka jing ya penbej ka peding ka bangin prepare kata ton ding ila ada ban prepare ngasa tips ngatre po mentau senam ya ketika baru ketika setinggal ringin salah pemimpin ke GN ibu ke deadline mentah hadu nomor kadon RVS ibu ke deadline apa mentau senam ngatre bunai Ogos ke bunai Desember oh menakini ki kendiat por nakali yang ka presiden juga MFA lapan sengu nga ke dewi ketika turf tina kali yang ka jungi rumila ngan nakali yang ka jongai ngala pular dia presiden bangin sepenpet ba ngin salah bangin hak senab yang si nomor ba kumbupiong entah kalau kamu senior bahar kata senam peladon kami kajing penbahai itu madan.
Are very excited that this 5th Meghalaya Games is being conducted on from 15 to 20th January 2024 in Tura, West Garo Hills district, and it's another major event, and for the state of Meghalaya, I think we're having 3 games in 4 years, which is kudos to the government, to the Department of Sports, to Honorable Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, the entire government, Mr. Shakla Wajri, Sports Minister, for fully supporting. The games is something which we revived, if you recall, in 2020 after 16 years, and so we're very happy now, and I should say that this is one of the most challenging games, because a lot of challenges are there, because we've taken on, the government has decided we'll go to various districts, right? So it is a challenge. So you heard the organizing secretary earlier, he mentioned that we all the athletes, technical officials, competition managers, chef de missions, especially the athletes, we want to have a positive vibe in these games. We're going to the districts. We have reduced the contingent. Unlike the games which is normally held in Shillong, we would normally have around 5,000 to 6,000 athletes. So this time it's like a reduced number, given the logistical capacity of a district. This is a lot of learning curves that we're getting from here. So as on yesterday, the total contingent number is around touching almost 3,000, hovering between 2,900 to almost 3,000. Largest contingent is from East Khasi Hill district, over 670 athletes, and then other districts are ranging from 200 to 200. There are some districts with 100 athletes. So it is a very, very good progress, in the sense that now, having the games every year, it is activating the districts, So, and we are activating districts, and it is obvious that, again, sports infrastructure has to be available. The whole ecosystem has to be available there, because if we activate the districts, again, then there's no infrastructure, then that's also an issue. So we're very happy also that the government has agreed to also support us with some FOP, field of play equipments. So almost 1 crore of equipments has been provided, for the certain associations who have district associations. So certain FOP equipments, around almost 1 crore has been provided by the government to certain associations. So that is also another challenge, because we need to have also a place to store them. We need a place for them, for the athletes to set up their training centers and so on and so forth. Also, I would like to say that this games in Tura is very, very special, because if you recall, Meghalaya is also supposed to deliver the national games, the 39th edition. And in the contract, the host city contract signed between the government of Meghalaya, Indian Olympic Association and Meghalaya State Olympic Association on the 3rd of January 2018, the host city contract, the commitment from the government and the MSOA and the Indian Olympic Association is to have the games in 2 locations. One is in Shillong city and the other is in Tura sub-city. So this games now is like a trial event, to see the capacity of Tura, where are the shortcomings, where all we need to improve to be ready for the national games, which probably will be held in another 2 years. We should be ready. So this is also another preparation for the national games, given that Tura is also a sub-city for the national games. And we have, as you're aware, 20 disciplines which will be having competition. Another two will be having demo. 2 are demo sports, that is softball and sports climbing, and the rest are all competition sports. So a total of 3, because we also have this time Honorable Chief Minister has, advised and encouraged the sporting associations to also come up with traditional games. So we will be having a display also of traditional games in this thing. So a total of 23 if you go by the number of events. And they are having these locations all over the city of Tura. Also, I'd like to sincerely thank the staff officers of the district administration, the deputy commissioner and his entire team. I would also like to give a special mention thanking the educational institutions of Tura. They have really come overboard to help us with the venues, providing the venues and so on and so forth. We are also grateful to the engineering wing from the State Sports Council, who's also doing their, giving the best to set up the whole thing. As we speak now, a lot of construction work is going on, preparation of the venues. We were after this today's torch rally, we are now leaving for Tura, and we will hope to deliver very successful games. We are also extremely happy that for the first time, another milestone in Meghalaya, that a Meghalaya Games we are having the chief guest with no less than the Honorable President of India. It is another signal, another encouragement that sports is a priority, in today's world. So we are very happy with the message of the Honorable Minister also. So there are 3 traditional sports. There is a traditional sport of from Giant Hills, a traditional sports from Khasi Hills, and a traditional sports from Garo Hills. Right? So like from Khasi Hills is Pynpoi. In Giant Hills they have another sport where they carry the stones. It's like another maybe a traditional version of weightlifting, but they use stones, right? And Garo Hills there's a different kind of sport. So I don't want to reveal everything now. Let us see the opening ceremony, and you'll see the traditional sports being shown on that program. So in terms of infrastructure, the Honorable Chief Minister, the Minister, the Chief Secretary, the Director of Sports, the whole team MSOA, we've been constantly monitoring and reviewing the readiness of the venue. I'm very, very happy, in 50 years of Meghalaya, we were having this one athletic track. This will be the second one being inaugurated now in Tura. And we hope to see, and we've just been informed that Honorable Chief Minister will be inaugurating the athletic track on 12th, in Tura. So these are, because, athletics is the mother of all sports, and it is a great, contribution by the state government to put in place this. I recall also that the government of Meghalaya, the Honorable Chief Minister, in his budget speech recently, in the last budget speech, he had in his speech announced that they would put in place more athletic tracks in these coming years, right? So one is already here now, Jain Stadium being replaced, the old one has been replaced, is going on right now. 2 is in Tura. I think we understand that some other districts also are getting it. In terms of indoor stadium, right, for now we are also using a lot of the institutions in the schools, the colleges of Tura. There are 2 major indoor stadiums coming up also in Tura at the same vicinity. So that is ongoing. That is the preparation for the national games. So see, you cannot produce talent, champions, if you have the games, state games, once in 16 years. So if you recall, the first was held in 2001, the second in 2004, and after that 16 years there was nothing. Then it was revived in 2020. So my point is, you have to invest, right? So government has to allocate budget, right? So to produce a champion, today government has created an ecosystem, proper ecosystem now. It is putting in place. So if you recall last 2 years, there was a distribution of these cash awards. Because you see, you have to create an ecosystem to create interest in the athlete, right? Because there's a lot of sacrifice here. There's a lot of hard work. So to create, why would parents encourage their children to? You have to create a system where parents will get encouraged to send their children to sports. So now we have a cash awards. Number 2, we now have a scholarship for all the medal winners, right? Number 3 is today government has invested in a program to search talent in a scientific manner, right? So we have the elite program, but what I'm trying to say is, yes, we have had not yet, we've not been satisfied with the outcome in many years that we've conducted sports. So today we're creating a structure through this Talent ID elite program and super elite program, where the structure of availability of logistical facilities will be provided to produce a champion. In today's world, to produce a champion, firstly you need a lot of commitment from an athlete. So again, I say, you have to create a real incentive for them. In fact, we've been in the process of discussing with the government to further increase the cash awards, right? To review the cash awards, because you have to create incentive, right? And I'm very confident that with the games being conducted annually, with the proper support now being provided to the associations, things will come in place. And with the decision to go to the districts, this is another major game changer. Because in every district there are so many athletes, right? And then the activation of the athletes. Then at the district level there has to be championships. So that's how talent will come out. Then at the top level you have to put in place proper facilities, right? So for example, at the super elite level today we have strength and conditioning teachers, coaches, qualified. We have qualified physiotherapists, right? We have qualified coaches to handle them, and on top of that being monitored by Jan Campbell and his team, right, the Olympians. So I'm very sure that we'll progress to that level, and in fact today, for the games also, Mr. Robert Kabas, a silver medalist, twice gold medalist, a weightlifter, he's also coming to just observe. He's coming part of the talent identification program, the super elite program, but he's also coming to just see and observe the games, how it is being held and all that. So this is, government is surely doing its part. Now it depends on, creating that whole ecosystem. Now you also need infrastructure. You also need, proper tracks, you need proper hostels, you need so many things. So all that is coming up. All that facility is coming up, part of the National Games plan.